this cave was at least 100 feet tall, and back 400 feet. It was developed around 150,000 years ago. It's an old lava tube vent from the Waianae volcano that would spill out into the ocean, and its size, its width, was really formed by the ocean. So right now we're here on street level land, above sea level around 55 feet, but thousands of years ago the water level was much higher. So the water would go into this cave, the ocean, and would carve out as the crashing waves come in to really open up and expand the cave that we have today. So Kaneana Cave has a lot of different types of geology within its structure. So there's different hohoi layers and a'a layers, sharper lava and smoother lava that you can find throughout this cave. Traditionally, this cave has a lot of mo'olelo. One story is of Pele, a goddess of volcano, who actually, when she arrived here from Kauai, came out of this cave first. So this ana, or this cave, you know, we look at the word Keaana, and this cave itself means the cave of Kane, or the Kane's cave. And so Kane was one of the gods of creation, and with that story of Pele kind of emerging from this cave reflects the idea of also Kane, or man's creation, at this location. Now, this cave is adjacent to Makua Valley, and Makua means the parent. It's where Papahanamoku and Wakea met, and from there, in that story, is also where people emerged, where Kane emerged within the valley right next to this cave. So altogether, Kaneana has a really strong connection to the birth or creation of human. Another mo'olelo that goes with this has to do with a pua, or a demigod, a magical being named Kamahoali'i. So this god would actually live in the cave here. He's a shark god. So he's half man, half shark. And within this cave in old Hawaii, today it's really dry in the back, but in old Hawaii, the further you go back, it'll open up into the ocean. And there was a tunnel beneath it that would exit out into the water. So that is how Kamahoali'i would go in and out of this cave. He actually met a wahine, a beautiful woman from Makua Valley right next door. And the parents of this wahine didn't want him and her to be married. So they asked the gods, and the gods actually turned her into a mo'o. And a mo'o, some today people know as a gecko. But mo'o in traditional times was much more fierce than that. They were giant lizards, more along the lines of a dragon or a dinosaur as far as the stories go and tell. They're large creatures, usually watching fish ponds or caring for lo'i fields. But in this case, the mo'o was in Makua, right next door to us. And only during heavy rains would this mo'o come down Kalena stream of Makua Valley, and then that stream would pierce through the shoreline and exit into the ocean. The mo'o would follow that stream with the heavy waters into the oceans at Makua Beach and find its way to the Pohaku Kula'ila'i, or the stone of Kula'ila'i. And he would sit on top and call out to Kamahoali'i. The shark god would hear the mo'o's cry and swim underneath that cave out to the sea, and so they would meet. And every rainfall, every heavy rain is where they would meet and begin their life. It was from that moment that this mo'o gave birth to another child, half human and mo'o, but also half shark. And this man was named Nanue, and he was then the shark god that took place here, that would live in here. And one of its stories for this kupua was he would also meet other people throughout here in the villages of Makua. And with that, he would lure them into this cave and then devour them. So there's different stories with this cave for our kupua, for our shark gods. It's one place to definitely be appreciative, but to remember its mo'olelos today. So I'm gonna talk about this top layer right here. That's the pohoihoi layer. Beneath it, see it's more purple. That's the a'a layer. Then it becomes pohoihoi again, with a little bit of a'a beneath it, and then pohoihoi once more. And also this line that's kind of going between this wall and the roof, the stone looks very different. It's very angular. So that's actually a dike. So it's a lava flow that came out after the initial lava tube dried. The dike was where another flow kind of penetrated that and solidified. So what you see is kind of transecting lava flows. So this dike is right here in between the main cave roof that we see, and the top side is a hohoi level layer, and in the middle it's kind of more grainy, rocky. Purple is the layer. These are all different flows that just come out of the earth as magma. Once it comes out, it's called lava and solidifies into two varieties of stone that we have. So right in front of us, we can see the different layers that happen throughout this lava flow coming out from Waianae volcano.